So, good afternoon. We are back. We are back. Tuesday antics. And Arsenal flying high. 2 wins out of 2. 6 goals scored. Is it 6 goals scored? Yeah, 6 goals scored. 2 conceded. Man United, 6 goals conceded, 1 scored, which was an own goal. Liverpool coming up next. Man, Arsenal and Man United are chalk and cheese at the minute. I see a few clips from your watch along doing the rounds, man.
Which one?
The one where you were talking about David De Gea. You were cussing him, for passing out from the back and all of that. Yeah, and then
and he even came out in the interview and he took the blame for both goals. And I told people it was David De Gea's fault. People trying to blame Eriksen, bro. You know what I mean? When David De Gea fucking even said he should have read the fucking game properly and he shouldn't have played the pass in the first place. I respect him for coming out and holding his hands up, but he's not good enough. Do you know what I mean? So
to be fair, De Gea ain't been good enough for about 3 years.
Exactly.
Yeah, he should have left when he had the chance, and everyone was begging him to stay. Yeah, gave him that new contract, and he's been rubbish ever since he signed that new contract. Let's be real. But it's dangling your leg tax, isn't it? You know what I mean? Dangling the legs. Oh yeah, he's really good shot stopper. Well, that's his job, mate. He's a goalkeeper.
So, I mean? He's not even that anymore.
Nope. It's mad. It's actually mad. And the funny thing is it's all the usual suspects at Man United every time as well, isn't it? David De Gea, Luke Shaw. I mean, why is that guy still there? Rashford, why is he still there? You know, Harry Maguire, why is he still there? It's the same 4 or 5 people every single time that I watch United. And bro, I can't lie, I didn't watch the first half, but with the zone, you can go back and see the highlights at halftime. Yeah, because I was doing my match day stuff for the Arsenal game, but I went back and watched it. Bro, I can't believe it. Like when people were saying to me it's 4-0 and that, I was like, no, you lot are on a wind up. You got to be winding me up. Yeah, and they were like, nah, it's 4-0. I was like, what? Man United 4-0 down away to Brentford. Like that, bro, that's embarrassing. And that is one of the most embarrassing, if not the biggest embarrassment I think Man United have probably ever had in the Premier League. And there's been a couple here and there, especially since Fergie left and that.
It's up there. It's up there. We got beat by Watford last season, bro. So that was worse. Do you know what I mean? I think Watford put 4 past us. I think the Watford game was worse than that, bro. Watford was shit blood. Ended up getting relegated. Like Brentford are not going down, innit? I think the Watford game was worse. But yeah, it's up there. It's embarrassing, bro. But I don't know. I believe these things need to happen at some point, innit? They need to happen at some point in order to get these owners to actually spend some money and back the manager. So we just have to see how the club respond to that defeat, bro.
I'm still baffed that, like, last week we did the show and Rabiot was supposedly pretty much done and dusted.
No, but apparently with Rabiot, he had a match ban in Italy, and if Man United signed him before the game yesterday, the ban would have carried over to the next game. So I think they're saying that Man United had to wait till after yesterday in order to confirm the signing.
The ban's wow.
Yeah, it carries over apparently. So because imagine if you get sent off for a club in Italy, 3-match ban, then you move to England. Of course, they make you serve the ban still.
Wow, I never knew that. I thought that was just domestic, like for the league you're in. I never knew that.
Nah, bro.
That's actually mad. So that should be done then.
So that should be done this week. That should be done this week. We got linked with some Cunha player in at Atletico Madrid. But I don't know how real that is. They're saying that we're in talks with him for like 47 million or something. There's talks.
7 million.
Yeah, I know, bro. Like, I just don't even know, bro. There's so many things going around. I don't really know what's going on.
The thing is, you've got 2 weeks left of the transfer window. It's gonna, mate. You've got a lot of players at that football club that shouldn't be there. I mean, Phil Jones is still there. I mean, that guy is like the Teflon Don, bro. You can't get rid of him. Like, he's just there every single season. He shouldn't be there. Luke Shaw shouldn't be there. Rashford. I'm not sure whether Rashford's going to go. I see some talks about PSG and all that. I don't know whether that was just hype on the internet or whether there's facts.
No, they're saying that there was actually talks between Rashford's brothers and PSG or something like that because he's got a decent relationship with Mbappe or something like that. But Rashford, PSG don't want to spend more than 30 million on him apparently, and Man United they didn't want to spend more than 60. Man United was talking about 100 million or something.
That's mad, 100 million.
So yeah, I don't really know, bro.
Well, but obviously last week I said to you, I run a poll on it. I haven't put a poll up this week saying, do you think Ten Hag will see the season out? Has your thoughts changed on that? Because it don't look as it stands as if he's being backed. Right,
bro, he'll get players, man. Like there's a couple weeks of the window, bro. Like, he's not being backed here the way the club probably promised him, but he'll get players, innit? Like, I don't know. The one thing I would say, yeah, like when people are saying he's not getting backed, yeah, it's like he wanted Lisandro, he got Lisandro. He wanted Eriksen, he got Eriksen. Do you know what I mean? And it's one of them ones where he wanted Malacia, he got Malacia. He wanted Anthony. Ajax wanted 100 million for him. That's the reason why the club didn't sanction it. And he wanted De Jong, and Man United matched. Man United agreed a fee with Barcelona and with his agent for De Jong. So far, everything he's asked for, yeah, the club has tried to give him in it, but it just hasn't materialized yet. So I wouldn't say that he hasn't been backed. I wouldn't say that. I would say that he wanted specific players. The club have gone out to try and get them specific players when really the club should have had a recruitment team that were securing players on the behalf of the club instead of behalf of the manager. So I don't think he should have had that much power in the first place to be recruiting players.
Yeah,
that's it.
The talks obviously took place, which is why he got the job in the first place. And they know his style of play. They know what profile of player he looks for. So you're right. When you've got a hierarchy and a transfer committee at a football club, they should be going out there identifying players that fit that profile for him. Yeah, but also players that you could potentially have a resale value on, because obviously let's not forget, football is a business. So you're going to go and identify players that can help now, also ones for the future, and have the capacity to fit into the team. I said capacity. I sound like Arteta, don't I? With all these buzzwords coming out with, but you don't seem like you have a plan. It just seems like, we'll be all right kind of thing. Like, I know it probably isn't the case, but for me looking in, it's almost like Eriksen's a great footballer. I like Eriksen. I've always liked Eriksen. And Lisandro, I don't know. Like, listen, he got hooked the other day and people are just mugging him off for his height and all of that. But I don't know. We'll see when it comes to Christmas, January, February. We'll see how he does for the rest of the season, because it's not easy to come into another league, as we've seen with millions of other players over the years. But for me, I feel if Man United, like they had Ragnick sit there and say you need open heart surgery and you need 10 players and all of this. I expected United, as an Arsenal fan, I expected them to go out this summer and just go bang, 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 player. But I'm sitting there looking, thinking you've signed 3 players, one of which you played as a false 9 and then threw him in at DM. Yeah, and to be fair, I thought he'd done all right at DM. I can't lie. Yeah, I thought he'd done all right. But you played him as a false 9, you played him as a DM. He's a number 10. Right?
He is a number 10, but he played him as a false 9 because we didn't have a striker available. And in that game, to be fair to him, when he saw we were losing control of the game, he took it upon himself to move into that regista role, and he actually played well, which showed, that like he's willing to take responsibility in it. And he does play well in that position, and he has the ability to play in that position, but he also needs legs around him, and he needs the team to be playing well in it. So I don't blame the manager for playing Eriksen there, because at the moment he's the only player that can receive the ball and progress it. Do you know what I mean? And progress it. So when we get other players in, we won't see Eriksen in that position. It's just the manager adapting to the situation. I don't have a problem with that. Long-term, Eriksen will not be playing there. The manager said that. He sees Eriksen as the number 10, as the attacking midfielder. He said that. So once we get another midfielder or 2 in, it'll be Bruno that makes way for Eriksen. And then, like, it is what it is, man. I'm not really worried about that situation, to be honest. I'm calm for the simple reason that even with Lisandro's got a lot of qualities. Everyone wants to highlight his lack of height, which he can do nothing about. But he's a tenacious defender. He reads the game well. He's good on the ball. And when the team start playing well as a whole, people won't be talking about his height, bro. It's typical reactionary football fans. A lot of these football fans weren't talking about his height when Arsenal were linked with him and you lot thought you were going to sign him. A lot of these guys were making compilations. Right. There were pictures of him in an Arsenal shirt all over the internet. Do you know what I mean? They couldn't wait to get Lisandro. And all of a sudden,
music over the comps, bro. Like
but that's it. And now all of a sudden, he's Rey Mysterio, bro. Do you know what I mean? Like, bruv, this is what football fans do, Lee. This is what football fans do, which is why I'm not really bothered. Do you know what I mean? I'll be honest. I'm not really bothered about the Lisandro thing. I wouldn't even say he will come good because he hasn't played badly in either of the games. So that's what it is. And this super chat spot on. These United players, are used to playing without the football. And now Ten Hag is trying to change to a possession style game. Most of them don't have the technical ability to actually carry out, which is why we conceded the first 2 goals. Do you know what I mean? Ronaldo lost the ball because he's not securing possession, and then De Gea makes a fumble, and then the second one, De Gea makes the wrong decision, plays the ball into Eriksen, when Eriksen's got a man right up his ass, should have never played that pass. It comes down to decision-making and technical security, which a lot of these players do not have. When the manager gets more of the players that suit his style of play, a lot of these mistakes and a lot of these situations just will not materialize. And that's all it is. And Man United will turn their possession into meaningful possession and turn it into goals and turn it into wins. But it's going to take some time, man.
The thing is, you've got, like I said, a lot of players there that shouldn't be there, and they've been there far too long, mate. And like, you know, when you look at the actual technical ability of that squad, bro, that's probably in the bottom 5 clubs in the league.
Easily, bro. And the thing is, we let go of some of our most technical, secure players in Lingard, in Mata, in Pogba, in Matic. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, these guys are 4 of our most technically secure players, and we let them go. And we still got players like McTominay, do you know what I mean? And Bruno and that, and Shaw. Like, it's crazy, bro. Football's mad. Like, Man United have absolutely, like, they're in the quicksand, bro. But it's one of them ones we just need to see who we bring in before the end of the window, before I can make a real assessment of what's going on. Because it's funny, yeah. Yesterday, I was saying, yo, we just need to relax, not panic. It's only 2 games into the season, etc., etc. Everyone wants to cry. Do you know what I mean? It's all doom and gloom. We're going to get thrashed 6-0 by Liverpool. Then Liverpool go and draw to Crystal Palace right off the draw into Fulham, bro. Yeah. You know what I mean? And it's funny, like, man were talking about me doing match predictions. I said, listen, let's wait, till after the Crystal Palace game. Let's see if Liverpool get any more injuries. Let's see how Liverpool play, because football, 1 + 1 doesn't equal 2 in football. Football is there's a lot of variations in football. Then what do you see?
On another day, Liverpool could have smoked them, but on another day,
but on another day, Liverpool could have lost fucking, bruv. Yeah. Will Zaha missed like 4 chances. Fucking Eze missed a chance, bro. Liverpool could have lost 5-1 yesterday, and no one could have said nothing. You know, like that. Let's not get it twisted. Liverpool could have lost 5-1. They were getting touched all over the place, bro. They weren't creating nothing. It's not like the Crystal Palace keeper was making bare saves, bro. He wasn't. Liverpool put loads of pressure on after they got the man sent off. But even with that pressure, there were no shots on target. Yeah,
it was just whistling wide, wasn't it? Just wide.
That's it. Bro.
Apart from the goal. Yeah, I didn't see the keeper making worldie after worldie or anything. Do you know what I mean?
Bro.
A couple of chances for Salah and Diaz and that they put wide. But I want to talk to you about Darwin Nunez real quick, right? Because you have been on noodles, bro. Do you know what's funny? Yeah, it's like I said this the other week when we were linked to him. Our fans were going nuts. Yeah, again, compilations doing the rounds. Is this? And I'm sitting there going, I don't even want him. And people going, why don't you want him? I said, you bagged so many goals in Portugal, mate. Don't mean you're any good. Yeah, I was like, nah. And people go, no, you don't know what you're talking about. Same with Dusan Vlahovic. That's another one. Everyone was pants down for him. Yeah,
to be fair, I think he bagged yesterday. He might have bagged 1 or 2 yesterday.
Yeah, he scored at the weekend, but he ain't exactly ripped up trees for Juve. And it's like,
he hasn't.
Don't sit there and like hype up players because of what they do in Italy or Portugal. Yeah, this is the Premier League, mate. You take one touch, you got 4 players around you. Yeah, Italy, they stand off a little bit more. Portugal, you can play. They're more technical, these footballers over there. But he has been shocking, bro. I have not seen him cleanly hit a football yet on a shot. Everything is scuffed. Everything is rushed. Everything is off balance. Yeah. And I'm telling you now, man, they're going to be in big, big trouble because they can't rely on him. They cannot rely on that. He'll score goals. Of course he will. Like, he'll score goals, but he ain't going to get Mane level of goals or Salah level of goals. And they need somebody to do that. Like, Diaz will get goals as well. His goal yesterday was decent, but shit defending. Walk around 5 players. Great finish, great goal, but shocking defending. But he ain't going to get 25 goals like Mane will. He ain't, and Nunez ain't going to do it either. And between them, bro, if they're not firing, them too, and they ain't looked like firing so far. I know he scored yesterday, but they ain't looked like firing. I don't see them being in a title race at this point. And I know that's a bit reactionary. I know that's a bit, it's only 2 games and all of that, and new league and all of that. But I've seen enough from that Darwin Noodles, as you call him, to see that, bro, he ain't it, mate. He is not it. 85.
He's rubbish. But bro, Lee, but this is the thing, and that's why I said I believe in the eye test. I ain't got to watch Nunez 15 times to tell you he's shit. I don't have to, bro. Like, you can see even from a compilation where he's meant to look good that he looks shit. The guy's rubbish, bro. Do you know what I mean? I don't care what, bruv. You can keep your stats, whatever, bro. Man saw yesterday, this guy can't even control the football. He can't finish. He cannot finish. And I know it sounds mad because he got X amount of goals. The guy can't shoot, bro. He's tripping over his own feet. He's fucking useless, bro. You know what I mean? 85 million. If that's what 85 million gets you, football's finished as we know it.
Mate, well, it was finished when you spent 80 on Maguire.
Yeah, but even Harry Maguire is technically more competent than Nunez, bro.
Bro, it's true. He is shocking. Every time I've seen him so far, I've just thought, mate, you just ain't a Liverpool player. You ain't a Firmino. You ain't got no tech whatsoever. Yeah, and then yesterday he's thinking he's Zidane, bro. It's like, what? Like, and I see a compilation somebody sent me earlier, and it was Darwin Nunez against the centre back all game, and like he went to punch him at one point, didn't he? And he went to punch him in, I think it was the first half. Yeah, it was the first half, or early in the second half. They were having a bit of a tussle all the way through the game, and he swung a punch at him, man. And I was like, do you know what? Lucky VAR didn't send him off for that. Yeah, but he fully got rattled yesterday, man. Yeah,
but Lee, that's because he knows he's shit, bro. Do you know what I mean? What it is
level to step up big time.
You can see the pressure's getting to him, bro. Every chance that he misses, every bad touch, every misplaced pass, you can see that he's getting rumbled. Do you know what I mean? And obviously the Crystal Palace player, just absolutely gave it to him. He's probably talking to him all game saying, "You're shit, mate. Like, what the fuck was that?" Do you know what I mean? You know what I mean? Just getting in his ear, bro, because that's what you do, innit? You're just like, bro, that was fucking useless. Like, what? Do you fancy turning up today? Like, do you know what I mean?
This ain't just giving
it. Just giving it to him, bro. This ain't the League of Lasagna, mate. This is the Premier League. You know what I mean? And bro, he just lost it and headbutt him. And this is exactly what happens. He's useless, bro. He's absolutely
useless. I see a tweet somebody put out saying he's Morata with a ponytail.
Bro, Morata's clear of him, bro. Let's not do Morata like that. Let's not do Morata like that, honestly. Let's not even do that. I'll be honest, like he's arguably the worst striker that I've seen play in the Premier League. I don't know if I can't remember a worse one because he's not even better than guys like Wilson and that Callum Wilson and them guys.
Him,
because at least them guys are competent. Do you know what I mean? At least they're strong.
They have composure. They have
and they can finish, bro. He's worse than Lukaku. Like, he's actually worse than anything I've seen play in the top division.
When you see the compilations together of Lukaku's first touch and all of that, I can't wait till the end of the season when we see this Darwin Nunez's one.
Oh, bro, Nunez.
Lukaku looked like R9,
bro. Bro, listen, this Nunez guy is so bad. And the thing is, I think Liverpool fans, because of how much money they've spent, the money they've spent on him, like, they won't admit it, but he's poor, man. And you always know it because it's like you don't spend that much money on a centre forward to then not be confident enough to start him. Do you know what I'm saying? The fact that he started that game surprised me because if Jota's fit, this geezer's not, and Firmino's fit, he's not playing.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? Like, he's not playing, bro.
That's right, because when they played Fulham last week, he was sat on the bench. You've just done 85 million, a record signing for your football club. Yeah, and you sat him on the bench. Bro, that's mad. That is actually mad. When you look at that, and it's against relegation fodder in Fulham that have got no history of ever coming to the Premier League and constantly staying up in the last few years, up and down like a yo-yo. Yeah. And it's like, you put him on the bench. Like, I know he scored in the game in the end, but bro, the touch for Salah, like, he didn't mean that.
I said he scored, bro. The ball hit him, bro. I don't even know if we can give him that.
He went to do a back heel, and it didn't work the first time. Then he went to do it again. It hit the centre back and went in. And it's like, bro, I've watched him a few times, and I've just thought, nah, bro, you ain't it. You are not the guy, mate. You are not the guy to kick Liverpool on to be better than Manchester City. Just ain't happening. It really ain't. Yeah, no, they're better off keeping Firmino up front. Yeah, at least he'll link the play better. Yeah, and get the wingers in. Do you know what I mean? He's just man. He is one of the worst strikers in the league. Yeah, like
I said one of, who's worse than him?
No, Eddie and Nketiah maybe.
Nah. I'm taking Nketiah every fucking day of the week,
Listen, Nketiah's got a first touch.
Bro, I'm taking Nketiah every day of the week over this guy. This guy is awful, bro. He's the worst striker I've seen in my life, bro. Like in Premier League football.
That's mad.
The worst.
That's actually mad.
Bro, what am I talking about, bro? Give me Eddie Nketiah all day.
Oh, you can have him. I'll come back and drive him up to Manny, bro. I'm driving,
bro.
He ain't the one. He ain't the one,
bro. This guy, Nketiah is clear. Nketiah is clear of this guy, bro. Let's not pretend.
All right, big up to Velan for another super chat. Ten Hag didn't want leaks coming out, but look at them now. Players still behaving the same and leaking left, right, and centre. Not a properly run club, bro. That's the problem when you got too many egos in the dressing room. They're getting paid too much money for achieving absolutely fuck all. Literally fuck all. And
yeah, but bro,
before it gets better, mate. Look at Arsenal last season. Lost the first 3 games. Your fans were piping up, and now you could lose the first. It's mad how football works, isn't it? Like, I think if you lose that game, I think 4-0 or something. I see a stat saying it's going to be like the worst ever in your history, like after 3 games or something. Yeah, which was ironically the same as us last season. You've conceded 6 goals and scored 1, and that was an own goal. You need somebody to score, or goal of the month for Man United is an own goal.
Yeah, it's mad, isn't it? It's mad.
It's mad. One of the women's team or saying, do you know what I mean, or the youth team.
But wait, listen, it's fine, isn't it? Like, I'm sure someone will score, so I'm not really too worried about that. But yeah,
honest, I
think you lot had a goal of the month, and it was what, like Aubameyang penalty or something, innit? Because that was the only goal or something like that. I remember that month. Yeah, hopefully it won't get to that for us.
But you know what's funny? Yeah, is it's always our flipping clubs, isn't it? It's always Arsenal and Man United that are in the mud. Yeah, and it's just who wants the mud more. It's like one year it'll be you, the next it's us. Then 1 week it'll be you, then the next week it's us. And it's like, and that kind of sums up the state of our clubs. Yeah, we're trying to repair it, and yeah, we look a lot more stable than you lot at the moment. But we've still got some glaring issues at our football club, man. Like, we've still got Bellerin on the books.
No, but you do, but not even just at the club. Yeah, you've still got issues within the team, your team, but you won't see it until you play some of the tougher fixtures, innit? No disrespect to Crystal Palace. Do you know what I mean? Because Crystal Palace are a good team, and Crystal Palace, on another day, definitely leave with something in that game. So, but it's one of them ones where your team look exciting going forward, but they look very vulnerable in midfield and in defense still. Do you know what I mean? So when you come up against a team, that can attack quite fluidly and put pressure on your backline, I'd love to see how they hold up. Do you know what I mean? But Arsenal have definitely improved on last season. There's no 2 ways about it. But like, you're not out of the woods. Like that. You're not out of the woods.
No, I agree, man. Big up to X, man. He said your arms are so big, he's going gym right now.
Shout out my bro, man. Yeah, fam.
Big up to X, man. Big up to Goonie in the chat as well. Big up to everyone watching, man. There's 12:50 in the building. Make sure you subscribe to Rance's channel. For some reason, I ain't put it in the fucking title, so I'll do that now. And make sure you're whacking the likes up on this video, people. But yeah, let's go on to the Arsenal game, man. Gabriel Jesus masterclass, absolutely unplayable. Johnny Evans is still having nightmares and thinking about it right now, man. He got absolutely destroyed by Jesus. On another day, well, I was sat there and I was like, mate, that goal he scored was a joke. That was like watching Alexis Sanchez, like just pum. And then he got the second goal. He could have had the perfect hat trick. He missed a sitter, which hit the post. He could have had about 4 or 5 goals in that game. What did you make of him and us overall against Leicester? Because we did concede 2 goals. One was obviously Saliba. The other one I thought was shocking defending from Gabriel.
Yeah, bro. You conceded 2 shit goals, but what I liked about that game for Arsenal was that you pretty much scored straight after conceding, bro. Like, it's shit for Leicester because they always say you're most vulnerable just after you score goals, innit? But it just shows, because normally, if that was Arsenal last season, after conceding, they probably get a bit nervous. Do you know what I'm saying? And then they kind of fall away a bit. But the way that they kept the same intensity and went and scored back at the other end, it shows that there's a lot of confidence in the team. I think Jesus' movement is brilliant. Do you know what I mean? That's exactly what Arsenal have been needing, bro. Like, Aubameyang wasn't that. Lacazette definitely wasn't that. And because Jesus, does a lot of his work out wide and then drifts into the box, he's very hard to pick up. He's hard to mark. So he'll score a lot of goals, man. He's playing well. He's playing with a freedom that you can't play with under Pep. And you're seeing the best of him in it. And his first goal was different gravy, bro. I like the fact that he got into the box, and something that man have criticized fucking Odegaard for doing, bro. If you're 8 yards out, just shoot in it. Yeah. Like it pisses me off when I see players trying to pass the ball when they're 8 yards out. It doesn't make sense.
That shows me no leadership. Yeah, no composure. Yeah, no. I don't know. Just man
don't want to take responsibility. I feel like you have to take responsibility in those areas. And the game against Crystal Palace, I think Odegaard was through on goal and he tried to pass it and it got cut out. And you know what? Yeah, if Arsenal end up drawing that game, or even losing that game, like that goal, I think would have put you lot 2-0 up. And he's fucking around. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. And I didn't like that. And I could just hear you screaming Gibraltar when he done that, bro. Like, I could hear it because I was thinking,
time, bro. Yeah, he's
a strange player, Lee. He's a strange player. Proper. I can see why you don't like him now. I can see why you don't like him. I still like him technically. I think he's technically secure. I think he's a classy, tidy player.
He's one of them that when it's going well, he'll look great. But we had that with Ozil, bro.
You don't want him in the trenches. Nah, not at all. He just looks like a bit of a soft touch in it, a bit of a wet wipe. Like you can't be getting in them areas, and passing the responsibility onto someone else. You can't be doing it. I'll be honest. So, like in that game, he was nowhere. In the documentary that I've watched so far, 6 episodes in, he's nowhere. Do you know what I mean? And somehow he gets the armband and the geezer's a mute. Like I don't understand it.
But bro, he patted Salah after the own goal, so that's captain quality apparently.
Yeah,
qualities, mate. Like I don't know.
Yeah. I don't know. He looks like a compilation player, bro. That's what he looks like. He looks like a YouTube footballer. I'll be honest. I feel like he gives me the same kind of vibe that Kai Havertz gives me. Like so easy on the eye. Do you know what I'm saying? Like elegant, good on the ball. But bruv, what are you actually doing, bruv? What are you actually doing though? Like in that game against Crystal Palace, he was nowhere. And even in the last game against Leicester, bruv, like I wasn't watching the game. I didn't see him either. Like it's weird, isn't it? Like I can understand why you would prefer a player like Madison.
The thing is, a lot of our play comes down the left-hand side. Yeah, and especially in that game.
Martinelli and Jesus.
Yeah, Martinelli, Jesus, and Zinchenko down that left-hand side. And, of course. Last season it was Tierney down that left-hand side. But that game against Leicester, that whole right-hand side was pretty much null and void. Yeah, because Saka weren't in the game, Odegaard weren't in the game, and Ben White weren't really in the game. Yeah, he don't overlap. Yeah, and Saka was coming back more than attacking. Yeah, and I know he was involved in one of the goals, but for me, that Odegaard, man, he typifies everything that Arsenal fans want in a footballer. Yeah, he's easy on the eye, like you said. Yeah, he's got good tech, blah blah blah. But in style, it's all about they want another assist king. Yeah, like the Ozil-esque type footballer.
Yeah, but football's moved past that now, bro. I'll be honest. Yeah, like it's one of them ones where when I look at it, people always say, "Oh yeah, I'm an aesthetics merchant and this, that, and the other, and I only care about how it looks and that." But bro, that's not the case, bro. Or else I would love someone like Odegaard because everything he does looks amazing. You know what I'm saying? It looks amazing, but bro, like how effective is this guy, bro, in games? Like honestly, I just think that he just don't really offer that much. I'll be honest. And I don't even think. I think it's kind of disrespectful to even compare him to Ozil because Ozil was playing football probably 2 levels above anything Odegaard could dream of playing at, bro. Like Ozil in his prime was a completely
right now. I would take over Odegaard.
Completely different level to what Odegaard's doing. What Odegaard's doing is like Billy Basics football, but it just looks great, innit? Like he's doing what Mason Mount does. It just looks a bit better, innit? Like that's about it. Like I don't think he's doing much in this Arsenal team, and this Arsenal team's playing some good football, and this is the best I've seen Arsenal look for a very long time, innit? And I don't like Arsenal, bruv. So like man saying this begrudgingly, but they're playing some decent stuff. Like Odegaard is not elite, bruv. He's not. Like let's stop this. Stop using words like elite because there's nothing above elite. So if Odegaard is elite, then you're saying he's a world-class footballer and one of the best footballers in the Premier League, which he isn't. So let's not do that, please.
Facts. Yeah, facts. That's the thing though. Like he will be one of them players that's just ultimately liked by the majority of the kids online because he's the same age. He's come from Madrid, the same as Ozil did, and they've only ever seen Mesut Ozil before him. So they're always going to gravitate to that type of player that looks good. You can put a compilation together of his passes. Yeah. He gets a load of created chances, which is just the biggest bullshit stat in living history. But when you actually dissect his created chances into big chances, it's less than most of the players in the Premier League. I had 6 last season, which was the same as Kulusevski, who didn't play until February. So, and Eriksen was on 5, I think, playing for Brentford. So, yeah, for me, I think we've looked great so far going forward. Yeah, and we've continued that on from pre-season where we were slapping everyone pretty much. But like you said, it's not like Crystal Palace. Yes, they are a very difficult team to beat, especially at their ground with our record against them in recent years. But bro, I expect to beat Crystal Palace, no joke.
And so you should.
Yeah, Leicester, I expect to beat Leicester. We're better than them. You know, and you know, people are saying, "Oh, yeah, it looks like a better result now because they drew with Liverpool last night." Who cares, mate? I didn't they get a draw at Liverpool last season?
Yeah,
I think they got a draw last season at Anfield. Yeah, and I think the season before, I think they beat them. So I don't know, man. For me, people are getting very carried away with Arsenal at the minute, and it's all going to come falling flat on their face again because ultimately we ain't that great. When you take Thomas Partey out of that team, El Nenny's the next one down. When you take Jesus out the team, Nketiah is the drop. Yeah, when you take out Saliba, it's Ben White going in and Tomiyasu at right back. I mean,
but that's football. But that's football, though. Like you're only as strong as your weakest link, innit? And that's when you need to start looking at those other things. And obviously, there's still a lot to improve on. But when you look at Arsenal now, they're starting 11 where they are from where they came from. Like there's a stark improvement. I still think it's behind Tottenham. Do you know what I mean? I saw Tottenham bring on Basuma, Perisic, and fucking Richarlison on the weekend. That shit's ridiculous. Like Tottenham are not supposed to have a bench like that. That doesn't make sense. Do you know what I mean? And Man United are bringing on fucking Alanga, bro. Like you know what I mean? It hurts my head, bro. Like it hurts, innit? But it's just one of them things. I think I'm in a situation now where people are getting onto me because I'm choosing to remain calm and be positive, about the start of a new era at my football club, and they want me to cry, bro, because crying on the internet gets you views.
Apparently I'm just not. So. That's why I've made a career out of it, bro.
Yeah, bro. I'm just not doing it, bro. I refuse to do it. At a time where I was unhappy with my football club, I made it very, very clear. And now I've got the manager that I wanted, that I never thought I was going to get. I'm choosing to be patient. And people want to fucking cry, bro. I don't understand it. So now all of a sudden I'm the top red.
But the thing is, you've been calling out the players since I've seen you on the internet. You've been crying out for fucking a better manager and better players.
Yeah, exactly.
But you've always said it's more the players than the managers. You've always said that. Like you've always said,
of
where
course.
you going with Rashford? Where you going with Maguire? Where you going with Luke Shaw? What about David De Gea? The list goes on. Fucking Phil Jones. At least Phil Jones.
Bro, I've been calling out the players that people are calling out now. I was calling them out 3 years ago, bro.
When it wasn't fashionable.
When it weren't fashionable, I was getting pelters for calling out Bruno. Gary Neville and them pussios were saying he was the best signing since Eric Cantona and stuff. Do you know what I'm saying? And when they were saying all that shit, I was calling him a bum. Do you know what I'm saying? And now all of a sudden, people want me to still cry about it, bro. Like, bro, I've been telling people for 3 fucking years, bro. Do you know what I mean? I didn't want Ronaldo to come back in the first place. Everyone was like, oh, what do you mean? Ronaldo's a legend, this, that, and the other. Ronaldo. Now, all of a sudden, Ronaldo's a bad influence. But I told you he was going to be that before he came. I told you he was going to off-balance the team. Everyone was going to have to do his running for him. And in the end, he would make us worse. And that's what's happened. So what do you want me to do now? I told man Luke Shaw was shit like 4 years ago, Lee. 4 or 5 years ago. And now all of a sudden, it's an issue. He's always been fat. Like, what is the problem?
But this is the thing with the internet, mate. Like, there's and I see that Mike Luhg. Yeah.
Yeah.
He put a thread out. I read it out yesterday on my show. Everything he said was spot on.
He was cooking fan channels or something, wasn't he? I heard.
Yeah, to be fair, he never mentioned you, which is because you fucking say it as it is, mate. You're
Yeah,
the only
of
one
course.
that does call out the bullshit. Yeah,
Yeah.
and like he sat there and he said, like, you've got journalists that are writing books for the fucking manager. You've got other fucking journalists or whatever. They've got kids in the academy. Yeah, like you got Gary Neville and Rio Ferdinand backing their mate, but now as soon as their mate's gone and been sacked, now they want to call out the Glazers. He's calling out fan channels saying, if you want Glazer out and it's fashionable Glazer out, they will give you Glazer out. But if it's fashionable to be Glazer in and manager this and players this and player that, they'll sit there and give you that. He said, you're never going to move forward as a football club when the majority of people are twerking for what's fashionable to get you paid.
Yeah, but this is exactly what I said, Lee. All of these, like, I chose, to speak my mind, not get sent football shirts no more by the football club. These man know. Anyone that's followed me knows. I used to get sent a shirt at the start of every season.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? The last shirt that I got sent was, I think, with the pink United one. Do you know what I'm saying? With my name on the back. Stop getting shirts because I was calling out the fucking football club. I turned down many opportunities to go to certain things. Then all of a sudden, everyone's in the press conferences and all these things. Bro, I don't want to be there, bro. Because if it means, that I can't fucking speak my mind, I don't want to be there, bro. Do you know what I mean? And that's just what it is.
The problem, you're not sitting there trying to chase a sponsorship deal, mate. You're not sitting there trying to get into a press conference. You're not sitting there trying to gain as many subscribers, viewers, followers, likes, retweets. You're just saying what you feel about your football club, and that's exactly what I do. Sometimes I'll scream and shout and call everyone to see you next Tuesday. Other times I'll sit there and say, do you know what? We were fantastic today. We were great. But ultimately, I just say what I think and what I believe is right to get this club back to where it should be, and you do the same. Unfortunately, mate, 99.99% of our fan bases don't. Yeah, the ones that are in a position where they have a voice on a big platform or in the media or stuff like that, they don't, because he made a good point, that lad, that Mike lad. He said, how can you be a journalist that only writes for Man United for football club? He goes, because now you've got to keep the club sweet, otherwise you're banned, and you've got to get the clicks from the fans. So
but this is what I'm saying, Lee, bro. My channel's not a Man United channel. It's not called Man United TV, bro. These man sat down and watched Wimbledon tennis with me, bro. them man watch NBA basketball with me. Do you know what I'm saying? My channel's about me, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, I done a watch along for Roma the other day. Like, it's about me, fam. Do you know what I mean? It's not about Man United. Man United is my football team, so we watch Man United, but it's not about Man United, bro. So I don't give a shit. Do you know what I mean? I don't give a shit, bro. I'm not there to make the club happy, bro. Do you know what I mean? If the club perished tomorrow, bro, what would I stop making content? No.
Exactly.
Do you know what I mean? And that's just what it is, bro, because I don't make Man United content, bro. It's not called Man United TV, blood. So because of that, it's one of them ones where you're right. How can these guys be called fucking journalists or whatever if them man only write for the club? Because they want to stay in good spirits with the club. They want to stay in favor with the clubs, because if they don't get invited to certain things. Yeah. Do you know what I'm saying? They might get shadow banned, all these other things. Like, even when I was on the other channel, I know that someone at the club contacted them, about some of my comments, bruv. Because I remember when Arteta got the job, and me and Robbie were on AFTV, and we were talking about the fact that Patrick Vieira did not even get an interview for the Arsenal job, but Arteta did. And obviously, we know what it is in football. They ain't really no black managers, innit? I mean, no. How's Arteta getting an interview for a job as a number 2, and Patrick Vieira didn't get an interview? And I'll tell you what, Patrick Vieira is a better manager than Mikel Arteta. Let's not play any games. What Patrick Vieira is doing at Crystal Palace on a budget? If you gave him 400 million at Arsenal, I'll tell you what, you'd be a serious top 4 team right now. A serious top 4 team, and you'd be playing better football as well, because Crystal Palace are very well drilled. They play some beautiful stuff. Do you know what I mean? And I said the same thing. I said, listen, if Ole Gunnar Solskjaer was a black manager, he wouldn't even have got an interview for Man United. And Man United rang up that other channel because someone clipped it up saying that I said Man United are racist when I didn't say that. You know what I mean? And they rang the other channel and were asking questions. They were asking questions, bro, because that's what Man United do. Don't think they ain't got some little virgin scouring the internet to go.
They have media, bro. look at the All or Nothing documentary, right? There is content creators, and I use that term loosely for some of them, that are actually on that documentary. That is why they have an invested interest, because when it's bad, I see a cracking tweet somebody sent me the other day. A lad put this tweet out and said, when it was all going to shit, it's no coincidence now as to why none of these content creators come out and cussed it. And said, this ain't good enough. We need to do this. Why? Because they were all waiting to get their mug on that All or Nothing documentary, right? And then you've got people the same in the Man United community as well. They sit there and they want the free ticket. They want the executive box seat. They want the press conference. They want all the perks that come with not upsetting anyone. So they're going to put all the prop out about the football club. So then when the football club doing All or Nothing, or there's an event coming up, or it's an open day at Old Trafford, or it's this and that. Oh, we know. Well, he's got 1 million followers, or he's got 300,000, or he's got 50,000. Oh, we'll get him over because he never slags the club off. Do you know what I'm saying? It's like, and the way they do it, and this is why when people say to me, "Oh, you think Arsenal watch your channel?" 100% they watch this channel.
Of course they do, bro. Of course they do,
mate. You got somebody who's interviewing our players, asking them about the nice taxi and do you eat jerk chicken, bro? That guy was on Twitter making match day videos, buzzing up the team. Of course they look at Twitter. Of course they look at YouTube, man.
Of course they do, bro. It's somebody's job to do those things, bro.
Right.
You know what I mean? It's someone's job to do.
Ashton is your fucking PR guy.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? The guy used to write for the Sun newspaper, wasn't it?
Yeah, I believe so. They
have dedicated teams, and I know I think Arsblog put this out saying that the producers of All or Nothing are Arsenal fans.
But of course they are, bro, because it's propaganda, which is fine. Do you know what I mean? Because even with the Spurs one, I noticed all the airtime and the Man City fans, all the airtime goes to the British players.
Yeah,
it's propaganda. It's propaganda. That's what it is. Like, there's nothing. Listen, it's the propaganda I'm enjoying, but it's propaganda, bro.
Fact. And the thing is,
it's propaganda.
But Barcelona got in a bit of sticky water last season for doing exactly the same. They were paying companies allegedly. I'm going to say allegedly, just to cover my house. But they were paying companies allegedly to put out the PR. To make sure everything's great and make sure everything's rosy and make sure the fan base are all getting fed misinformation and wrong information about how the state of the football club is. You can only do that for so long, because if results on the pitch don't happen, eventually you can put out all the PR in the world, mate. If the results don't happen, it all comes on top. And we see that with Arsene Wenger in the end. We've seen that with Unai Emery in the end. We've seen it in stages with Arteta, but I've never seen a more protected football manager in my life, mate. I can't lie. And now we're seeing it we see it with the Glazers, because it was all going half decent last season for United in stages. But now it's all come on top. Gary Neville's got a voice all of a sudden because his mate's been potted, and now he wants to slag off the Glazers. And it's like
potted. It's facts.
He got potted. His mate got sacked.
Did you see that him and Jamie?
With their red, amber, and like what is this? A traffic light system?
I was thinking about Jamie Redknapp when he said, "Oh, look at me when I'm speaking to you." But yeah, he put Pogba in red. These men are embarrassingly. You know what it is?
They put Bruno in green or something, didn't they? No.
They put Bruno in green, bro. They did. They put Bruno in green, and they put Fred in amber, but Pogba in red, bruv. Even though Pogba, Pogba won, all the bruv, Pogba literally won the only trophies that Man United won. Paul Pogba was instrumental in those things, bruv. Got into team of the season in the Europa League, got into Premier League team of the season, all these other things, and he was a red, but Fred was amber, bro, and Bruno was green, and Bruno ain't won nothing for Man United, bro. But you know what's mad, These man pick and choose when they want to have fans at place. Like even that fucking overlap thing, they pick and choose when they want fans there, and even so, they bring the fans that they know that are not gonna fucking question them.
Bro, I can't watch.
You know what I mean? Bro, it's not. Bro, I haven't watched the full episode, but I'm just saying, how are they gonna sit there and do that, in a studio, and they always make sure that there's no one of any differing opinions or any opinions there, bro, because that list was fucking scandalous, bro.
Mate, they had Edison Cavani, who's done nothing for 2 seasons at United, in amber. Based on what? I think Fellaini was in red.
In red, and Fellaini shouldn't be in red because Fellaini impacted many games for Manchester United, whether you like him or not.
The Europa League, the League Cup, like, do you know what I mean? He weren't the greatest footballer of all time, but I'll tell you something, mate. He's had a better career than Cavani.
But he has, absolutely, bro. Absolutely. Do you know what I'm saying? So
it's actually mad. Big up to my boy Gunner down under as well. Mad love, always. Big up man like Lee Gunner. By far, you are the truth. I'm only 30 years old, and even though I claim my knowledge is clear, you've been there, seen it all from the heydays. You back your knowledge and bare fact. I'm going to base my new channel in your footsteps. Bro, thank you. Go and subscribe to Gunner Down Under. Make sure you subscribe to that channel. And listen, the one thing I'll say, yeah, if you want to run a channel and build a channel up real quick, mate, just suck off everything the club and every player does.
it's easy, isn't it? Easy money.
Easy, mate. You'll get loads of views. You won't upset anyone. You'll get a few.
Just sit on the fence, bro. Get splinters. Do you know what I mean? Get subscribers, bro. That's how you get subscribers. Sit on the fence, bro. Or mate, go on Twitter and see what everyone's tweeting and just and just say the same thing. It's the easiest way to do it, guys. I'll be honest.
Yeah, absolute fact. If you want to build a channel slowly but have an audience that will watch pretty much every single show you do it the way I do it, mate. Just say what you think and back what you say with facts.
I agree. Yeah, facts.
And that's it. And that has a longer time span.
Yeah, 100%. 100%.
Like the thing is, you know Man United inside out. I know Arsenal inside out. A lot of these people that run channels that want to just sit on the fence, they ain't got a clue about the football club, man. Yeah, they just know what's fashionable. Yeah, I've been at football matches with certain people where they're searching the internet at half time to see what it is, so what the fashionable thing to say is, so then they can put the tweet out at half time saying the same. Right, do you know what I'm saying? Yeah, but these people get found out in the end, doesn't it? And eventually it all comes on top. Like, there's no way in a million years I'm supposed to believe that every single Arsenal fan on the internet is Arteta in. It ain't happening, mate. Never.
They're not. But bro, the thing is, people, you know what it is, they're not, Lee. But the thing is, these man will go quiet, when things go good, and then when things go sour, they'll be back out again. You know them ones. The difference is, with us, like even when Ollie had a decent run of games, I was like, nah. Get him out still. Do you know what I mean? I remember at the club when Lukaku was at the club, and these lot will remember, even when Lukaku was scoring goals, I was like, this guy's holding us back. He's fucking awful. And people are like, what do you mean? He just scored a brace. I said, I don't care, bro. He's shit. Do you know what I mean? I remember there was a game. I can't remember what game it was, but I was at Old Trafford and I done a fan cam. Man United won. Lukaku scored a brace. And I was like, this guy's shit. And man were looking at me like, is this guy all right, bro? They were looking at me like, bro, like I killed their cat, bro. Like I remember it.
Big up, Zuma.
You know what I mean? They're looking at me like I killed their cat, bro. And it's because I was sitting here right behind the dugout. So I had 45 minutes of watching Lukaku, stand there with his thumb in the air, and the ball bounce off his shins, bro. And then he literally scored 2 goals and everyone was getting fucking, you know what I mean? Everyone was getting giddy, bro. I was like, this guy's trash, bro. Like, do you know what I mean? So, like, it's funny. And now all of a sudden, everyone's in agreement that Lukaku's a waste of space. But just because he's scoring, it doesn't make him a good footballer, bro. And these people like to change their fucking comments, and change their opinions every time Twitter's saying something. So I'm not on there, bro. I don't know who's saying what, bro.
Yeah, mate, it's mad because that is literally what they do. They just sit there and whatever is fashionable. It's like yesterday, as soon as that Liverpool game finished, I see an account put a tweet out. It's got hundreds of thousands of followers saying, see, it wasn't easy to beat Palace and Leicester. We don't get any credit. Every single account with 100,000 followers or more after that put out the same tweet in a different way of wording it.
Yeah, of course. But let them do that, bro. Let them do that, bro. At the end of the day, like, it's one of them ones where who cares, bro? That's why I don't really tweet no more. Because it's like, who cares, bro? Like, what's man tweeting for? Most of the time now when I tweet, it's just to troll people, bro. Like, because I can't take Twitter seriously, bro. No, I can't take that app seriously, bro. 2 games in, whether you win, lose, or draw, you're reactionary, bro, if you're getting carried away any which way, bro. You know, like that. It's 2 fucking games. There's still over 100 points to play for in the Premier League season. Man United have lost their first 2 games, bro. Liverpool have drawn their first 2. If Man United beat Liverpool next week, bro, we go above Liverpool in the table. Does that mean we're better than Liverpool now?
Exactly.
It doesn't mean that. It doesn't mean that, bro. Football's not fucking played in 2 games, bro.
No, we all know at the end of the season that Liverpool are going to finish above Arsenal and Man United.
Absolutely.
So have fun, laugh, take the piss, do what you want to do. But ultimately, at the end of the season, they will have the last laugh over us because they'll finish above us again. Same like Tottenham. I've seen everyone going on about Tottenham should have had 3 red cards in 2 games. Well, they ain't had any. Yeah, they ain't had any. Yeah, we should have had a nailed on penalty the other day. Gabriel Jesus had got absolutely poleaxed in the penalty box, didn't even check it VAR. But Jamie Vardy, the VAR overruled it. And people want to cry about VAR all the time. Yeah, okay, that's a 50-50. But guess what? We got one not given and one given that was overruled. So, like, it is what it is. Over 38 games of a season, you can't lie where you finish in the table, mate.
See, look, now Rickin's saying you lot are going to finish above Liverpool. That's what I mean. You're getting giddy, and yeah, I see it, but I don't know. It'd be interesting. I did say that Liverpool were gonna not have as good a season this season, and Klopp said that there's a witch in the camp, and it's me, bruv.
Yeah.
It's me, bro. I told these man I went up to Old Trafford to do some witchcraft, bro. The other day, I went up to Manchester, and that's exactly why I went there. I didn't hide my intentions, bro. And as soon as I came back, there was like 3 injuries, blood, for Liverpool. Like, it is what it is. It was me, bro. And now Nunez got sent off as well, but it was me, fam. And then Martial's gonna score on Monday, and then that's then the witchcraft is fully landed, bro. Like, this is just what's gonna happen, bro. It's crazy. That's why I'm so relaxed, bro, because I know I've put the spell out there, so it's okay.
Yeah, come on, listen, big up to 1,700 in the building, man. Make sure you smash the like button through the roof. We ain't got nowhere near enough likes on this video. We have got 406. That's a shambles. That ain't even 25%. So, yeah, you lot are moving like Granit Xhaka, who's now vice captain. Yes, fantastic. Oh, wow, we're doomed. What you got coming up, bro?
I'm going live with Matisse literally straight after this, people. Do you know what I mean? So make sure you head over to the Twitch. You already know what's going on. So yeah, we got footy talk.
Twitch is pinned in the comments, people. So make sure you
man. So we're hitting up this footy talk, and then boy, I'm off to go have my surgery tomorrow. So I'm heading out, bruv. That's the last bit of content till Thursday.
Yeah, good luck with the op, man.
Yeah, I love that, bro.
In the waiting as well, isn't it?
Bruv, a long time, and I wanted to get it done in June, but yeah, my surgeon wasn't available, so you get me. We're gonna get that done now, bro.
Yeah, man. Big up to Winter Surfer as well. You guys have inspired me to start a channel about what I want to talk about and not restrict it to just Chelsea content. In the long run, it would be better, bro. Listen, if you can talk about every single football club or every single sport, you open that up to billions of people, not just a few 100 million people. So you'll always have content because there's always sport. So yeah, good luck with the channel, my guy. Appreciate the donation as well. Big up to Matty as well. 4 points with 3 games to go. Top fans should slow. Morning, brothers. Big up to you, Matty. Hope you're well. This is the thing, yeah. It's all great showing all or nothing documentaries and the positive vibes. Let's see in the next 2 episodes, the last 2 that come out on Thursday, whether we're seeing the photographer taking the team talk for Spurs that day, innit? Where all of the top gooners were walking out on 46 minutes at the lane, yeah, telling me I'm negative, yeah, and I should back the team, but they all walked out. So we'll see that on Thursday. And big up to everyone in the chat, man. I'm going live with Terry. He is going to get battered. Yeah, battered. I am battering him. Yeah, he put a tweet out. This joker put a tweet out at full time after Arsenal beat Leicester saying Lee Gunner's in the mud. 40 minutes later, he was going viral for screaming about the Glazers.
Yeah, see, that's what I'm saying. But this is exactly what I'm saying, Lee, bro. Like, I'm on the wrong side of the fence always, bro. Like, when Man United, when I'm like, yo, this is bullshit, everyone's like, I'm negative and that. Do you know what I mean? And now I'm choosing to be positive. I'm on the wrong side of the fence. Everyone's melting down and going viral, and I'm just here quietly, just fucking.
That's the same as
keeping my faith in the manager.
People say that we plan that, bro, but no, you don't plan it. You speak with truth and facts, and you same as me. We say what we think is the best and good and great going forward for the football club. And right now, you don't think it's the manager, you think it's the players, and it's been the players for 3 years. You've said, yeah, maybe more. Yeah, but now everyone wants to scream and shout and jump around. I'm going to cook him, bro. Don't worry, he's getting ripped. So yeah, go and check out Rance's Twitch channel and check him and Matisse out. They're going live now, Footy Talk, and I'm going live with Terry. So you got options, people. Go and check out either. And after that, I'm done for the day. I'll be hitting one of the beaches in Andalusia. So we'll have a wonderful day. I'll be up to my neck in mud by about 3 o'clock, and we're out of here, people. I'll tear her out.